Thank you to Nicole, Catherine, and Susan, and all the other nominees here today, because everything you're doing is so amazing, and I just so look forward to continuing to work with you as fellow Athenas in this community to build up what we have here. I'm so overwhelmed with gratitude. So many people in the chamber have reached out and in the community to talk to me and collaborate ever since this process started. So thank you also to my Athena mentors, Tammy McLeod from APS, Rachel Yanov from the Phoenix Collegiate Academy. They were both wonderful in helping me prepare for this process. Tanya Wheelis from the Chamber Board has also been a huge influence in the last few years as a leadership coach and mentor, and I really appreciate her example to me. I do owe a lifetime of gratitude as well to a mentor that has been in my life for more than 15 years, Megan Bednars, who's here today. She was one of my first managers when I was a young Intel employee, and she taught me so much, and to this day continues to impress me with her big ideas and her ability to just always think big and know no bounds in what she does. So thank you, Megan, for being here today. And then Daniela Tamayo, who my little sister from the Big Brothers Big Sisters program. I was matched with her when she was 9 years old, and we worked together up until now even. And she truly gave me an opportunity to learn so much about life, about love, about family. And even though I was supposed to be the mentor in that relationship, and she taught me so much as well during those years. The number of amazing people that have been part of my journey are truly incredible. I'd like to thank my family, of course, my husband, Matt, who supports all my ambitions and who steps in, as well as my daughter, Zoe, my oldest daughter, Zoe, who often will keep things running in the household while I'm traveling or in late meetings. I couldn't do this without you, and I'm so grateful for everything that you do at home to help me out. I'm also so grateful for my parents who are here today. They were the first people to believe in me, like many of us, right? And I'm especially grateful for my mom for the example that she gave me. My mom, Sylvia Enriquez, is here today. And she's also got a story, an immigrant story, like many others here today. She came to the US from El Salvador and really didn't even speak English. She enrolled in math classes at the university because she figured there would be less of a language barrier in math classes. And she talks about how she was always the only girl in the class. And this was a time in the 60s when girls were taught that you should only be a teacher or a nurse. Those were the only two options for you. And I think about how far we have come, where women can do anything. And there have been so many incredible examples of women in medical fields, in technology, in business, that have really broken through those barriers for us, and I'm grateful to all of them. Yet as far as we have come, I feel like there's still a lot we can do here in Arizona, especially. As an Athena, one of the things they asked me was, what does it mean? What is an Athena? And I had to spend a lot of time researching and trying to understand what this means. And one of the things that an Athena does is she behaves boldly and courageously and speaks the truth. And one of the things that I have really spent a lot of time thinking about and working on is this whole notion of inclusive leadership. And what I have learned through this is that when organizations, whether in the private or public sector, embrace inclusive leadership and have representation from women, from people of color, from people of different diverse backgrounds, they perform better financially. And in fact, McKinsey has said that 30% more improvement in financial gains when there's diversity at the very top of an organization. So I would like all of us here to work together to make that happen. In this state, half of us are women, 50%, roughly, and over 30% in this state are of Latino or Hispanic backgrounds. And so we have a breadth and a wealth of diversity here in Arizona that we can tap into. And if anybody says it's hard to find leaders of diverse backgrounds to include in your boards of directors or in your senior levels of management, I would say to look right here to start. Because the amount of talent alone in this room and accomplishment is tremendous. And I have only started to meet some of you, but I promise I'll reach out to try to meet even more, because together we can accomplish a great deal. One of the things I'm passionate about is advancing women in the area of technology in particular. One of the things I discovered in this process was that just last year, when it came to financing for Series A startups, only 8% of the money went to women-owned businesses. And that's kind of disappointing, and it's not because women only have 8% of the good ideas out there. We don't. I think it's because there's a systemic issue there that's shutting us out of the process. And so I would like to use this ATHENA to dedicate my work toward changing that. And looking at the entire pipeline from grade school, where girls are often overlooked when it comes to math and technology education, all the way through early careers, university careers, and early careers, to make sure that we're filling that pipeline with future leaders and entrepreneurs for the technology sector in particular. So if you're interested in being part of this journey, I think you know where to find me now. I'd love to have your support. And for all of you and the wonderful things that you're doing and the amazing contributions you're making to make Arizona the great place that it is, I am grateful. Thank you so much for this honor, and let's get to work.